What's going on, YouTube? It's currently 5:14 in the morning, and I just want to show you guys a little quick video, hopefully quick video that I will be making. Today we're going to be replacing the heater control valve on a 1997 Ford Ranger 2.4 liter twin plug engine. The heater control valve basically is I'm guessing, or I'm assuming it's a valve that when opened allows hot coolant to go to the heater core, and when it's closed does not allow hot coolant to go to the heater core. Right now mine's leaking because there's a little, I guess, O-ring or something in the plunger, and I'll show you where it is once we get the first step done. But mine's leaking right now, which is causing it on cold starts to like dump coolant out, and that's not ideal because we'll slowly lose coolant. As you can see, even I've lost a little bit of coolant. You can't really see that. And it looks murky, but it's not actually that bad. It's pretty good, actually. But, so yeah. It's located, I don't know if you can see it because it's so dark, but it's located like right here. I'm gonna have my hand on it. You'll see it if you look right down the side, and if you follow these two lines all the way down under the air tube, you'll see it. And the first step to getting to it, which hopefully will be the only step to getting to it, will just be taking off our air cleaner, which is one screw right there, one screw right there, and then you can pull this sucker off. Try not to do this job when the engine's hot, because then your coolant's going to be expanded, and when taking off those pipes, hot coolant's going to go everywhere and could quite possibly burn you. But yeah, first step right there, loosen, pull the whole air cleaner off. All right, so as soon as you get our air tube off, you can see it. It's right here. The next step you want to do is go grab your new part, which I'm going to do. And we just want to make sure the part lines up, because I can already tell this job is just going to be incredibly, what's the word? I'm not going to say it's difficult, but due to heat and age and stuff like that, I will admit that it is probably going to be a bit tricky to get that, to get the old tubes off the heater control valve. But anyhow, new part, old part, make sure it lines up decently well. There you go, just like that. New part, old part, just like that. Once you get done with that, I mean, you could probably take off these two plug wires right here if you wanted it a bit easier. Just get them out of the way. I'm not going to do that. I don't think I need to. I may end up doing that. But then you're going to want to get yourself a tool like this. I forget what you call these things. They're like crow pliers or something, I think. I totally forgot what their name is. But they're a good little tool to have, because you can easily just get all the clamps, the 1, 2, 3, 4 clamps off. And then I'm going to get those clamps off, and then right under it is the actual suction valve right there. You're just going to want to pull that sucker off. Try to be careful of that exhaust manifold right there, because that sucker's hot. I just had the car started and that sucker gets really hot. So I'm just gonna go about pulling off these 4 brackets. You might want to get, what I'm gonna go end up doing is I'm gonna get, oh, and you can actually, it just leaked. I just watched it leak. You want to get maybe like a thing under it. What's it called? Catch can under it, just a big one, just because since these tubes are lower, they're gonna just be filled with coolant, and it's gonna be nasty coolant. So, you know, and it also helps knowing how much to put back in the engine. Makes it a little bit more easier on the refill process. I'm hoping not too much dumps out of here, but because it is lower, then it could be kind of a pain in the butt, but we'll see. I'm gonna get a catch can. I'm gonna start pulling off those 4 brackets. So I got the first tube off. Actually, this tool right here makes it really easy to get those clamps off. Fairly simple. I did string up a little bungee cord system to keep the tube from being downwards and thus leaking out all the water. And they actually come off the heat valve very easily. I was very surprised about that. But yeah, 3 more. I'm just gonna get those guys off and catch up with you guys in a second. All right, YouTube, so I just put the part back in. Definitely a lot easier to put the part back in than to take it out. Actually, in whole though, this job was relatively simple. I'm happy about the level. This is a job you can definitely do by yourself. And I've done some definitely more complicated jobs in the past. Luckily, all my cars are pretty well easily serviceable. But, you know, even for those more difficult jobs like pulling engines or dropping transmissions, you know, this was pretty darn simple. So now you're just going to start it up, make sure it's not leaking, add back any coolant that you may need to. I don't even think I lost like a 1/16 of a quart, honestly. So I was pretty good about that. But yeah, so relatively, really simple job. Just make sure you get, I probably said this already, make sure you get your little vacuum line in there and any wires that you might have taken off. I fortunately didn't have to take off any. And then really all we have to do is take our air cleaner, reinstall. You have the intake air temperature sensor. I think that's what it is. You got to plug back in. And your crankcase breather right here as well. So the only things you have to get back in, and I think you'll be good to go. All right, YouTube. Well, I think this is the end of the video. I just want to say thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. I have been doing jobs, like I just replaced the valve cover, and I've done AC work and stuff like that. I haven't quite made videos just because they're a little bit harder to make videos than. So props to the guys who can make videos on that kind of stuff, because that is some crazy work they're doing and crazy filming and being able to, you know, put up with the difficulties of a job and still be able to make a good video, because I've watched videos that have helped me, which have inspired me to make more videos to help you all out there. So this was just a little easy fix, I think, that I could make a video on. And yeah, I'm probably make some more videos of my 1965 Mustang right over here. Hopefully get that sucker going at some point. Needs a little bit of work, and it's a rusto job, you know. It's just, we're having some fun on it. I'm not trying to spend too much on it right now. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I'll catch up with you guys in the next. Thanks again for watching.